So hello everyone, today we are going to see some basic topics about criminal profiling. Criminal profiling is nothing but recording few details of criminals which are like personality traits, behavioral tendencies, geographical locations, demographic or biographical descriptors of criminals based on the crime scene. Here basically when we do a criminal profiling, we will not be looking into the criminal or we will not be interviewing or interrogating any suspects. Usually criminal profiling will be done by observing and analyzing the crime scene. So here mainly we focus on personality traits, then behavioral tendencies, geographical locations such as residence of the criminal, the place where he abducts the victim, where he commits his crime, that is like primary crime scene, then secondary crime scene, then the place where he disposes the body. So this all comes under geographical locations. Then demographic or biographical descriptors such as height, weight, physical features of the criminal based on the evidence of what we find on the crime scene. So here usually we have 6 stages of criminal profiling, in which first stage is input, second one is decision process model, third one crime assessment, fourth one is criminal profiling, fifth one is investigation, and last one is apprehension. When we go to the first step, we have to collect the evidence from the crime scene. Here we should not leave any evidence, even if it is negligible evidence, we have to consider it, because the negligible evidence will give a direction in the crime investigation or criminal profiling, or the particular evidence will give some details about the criminal. Second one, we have to see placement of the victim and weapon, how the victim is placed after the death, whether the body is disposed or whether the body is kept in a good position, or how the weapon is used or handled and how the weapon is discarded. Then body position, whether the body is supine position or whether the body is shifted from one position to another position. Then third one, we have to look for blood splatter, whether the blood splatter is in left direction, right direction, upside, or whether the blood is like a pool in the floor, whatever it is. Next, condition of the surroundings, whether the crime scene is scattered, whether the victim's dressing, whatever it is, like victim's body is scattered, what is the current position of, or what is the current condition of the body and surroundings. Next point we have to see in input is history of the victim. So whether the victim is reputed in the society, what was the employment of the victim, what the victim was doing, his daily routine, where was his residence, how he or she used to go to his or her work, then their social habits, their hobbies and interests, because the criminal might have abducted them from the place where the criminal sees less, what we can say, less danger, or we can say that where there are no more people, from that place victim will be abducted. So we can say that victim's routine is very important when we frame the criminal profile. The last one is autopsy report and input. Autopsy report will give the cause of death, manner of death and time of death. These three will be very important, because we should know that what time the crime is happened or what time the criminal was interacting with the victim. So that is also important. When we come to second stage, it is decision process model. Here we classify the crime into 6 types. First one is single homicide, double homicide, triple homicide, mass murder, killing spree and serial murders. The difference between single, double and triple homicide is only number of victims. In single homicide 1 victim will be there, double homicide 2 victims will be there, and triple homicide 3 victims will be there. If 4 or more victims are killed in a single location with a single event, then it is called as mass murder. Then if 2 or more locations are there and 2 or more victims are there, then it is called as killing spree. When we call the series of murder as serial murders, that means when victims are 3 or more locations are 3 or more, events are 3 or more, and here main one point come is like cooling off period. Cooling off period means the time gap between one killing to the other killing. We can say that first killing happened in the month of December, then second killing will be happening after days, weeks, months or years. And to say that it is a serial killing or serial murders, at least 3 bodies should be there, 3 events should be there, 3 locations should be there or more. We can say that 3 or more with the cooling off period. Then only we can say that it is a serial murder. Based on the number of bodies, locations, events and cooling period, we are deciding which kind of murder it is. Then next one, determining the motives. What is the motive of the criminal? Whether the criminal killed the victim because of revenge, because of any psychopathic behavior, like that. Then risk level of the victim. What was the risk level? Whether the I already said that we have to find out the history of the victim, that is employment and reputation. Whether the victim was very reputed in the society or whether the victim was a normal human being. If he is a reputed person, then the motives will be different. If he is a normal human being like a normal employment from middle class, then the motives will be different. So that is also important in decision process model. When we come to third stage, we have crime assessment. Here again we are finding out the root cause behind the crime, that is motivation behind the crime. Here we are finding out, or here we are trying to find whether it is premeditated or pre-planned or the crime is committed in a sudden grave and provocation. Those two are different. When if it is pre-planned or premeditated, then there will be months of preparation behind the commission of that crime. If it is premeditated or if it is not premeditated or if it is done in a sudden grave and provocation, then we can see a messy crime scene. If it is premeditated or pre-planned, then we can say that it will be a clean, neat crime scene, what we can see. Then modus operandi, which is very important in crime scene. Modus operandi is nothing but mode of operation or method of operation. We are analyzing the crime scene and we are saying that the process of commission of a crime from the entry to the exit of the criminal. How the criminal is entered, what and all he did with the victim, what was the interaction of criminal with the victim, then how he exited from the crime scene. Till that, whatever process is there, it is called as method of operation or modus operandi. Third point under crime assessment, which is very, very important, is signature. Where if it is called as a serial killing, then we can say that there will be a signature. Signature is nothing but repeating habit at each crime scene. It will be like a criminal leaving any particular mark in the crime scene just to say that this crime is committed by that particular offender. We would have seen in many movies that mark in forehead, like cross mark in forehead, any alphabetic books or anything which is found near the body or in the wall where the crime is happened, and that suggests that that crime, that particular murder is committed by that particular person. When we come to fourth stage, that is criminal profile, here based on the previous 3 stages, we are profiling a criminal. Profile is nothing but like our social media profile or any other profile where we give our details. But here in criminal profile, we are profiling an unknown person. That means we, based on the crime scene analysis, we are giving a suitable profile for each criminal. Here we have to give the race, sex, physical characteristics, habits and values and beliefs of the particular criminal. Then we are comparing the profile with the second stage, that is decision process model. If this profile is not matching with the decision process model, again we have to do the crime assessment and criminal profile. Until the criminal profile matches with the decision process model, we have to repeat the process. Yes, when we come to fifth stage, it is investigation. Begins after the profiler submits the written report. That means once the profile or criminal profile is prepared and the criminal profiler submits his written report, based on the criminal profile report, we are investigating the crime scene. See, main point of this criminal profiling is like when a crime is happened or when a crime occurs, we can see hundreds of suspects who might have committed that crime. But this criminal profiling or criminal profile will reduce the number of suspects from 100 to 50, 50 to 10, 10 to 5, and finally this investigation will come to 1. So when we have 100 or thousands of suspects, this criminal will erase all the other criminals or suspects who are not falling in that particular profile. Those who are falling in that particular profile will be recorded. That means from 100 we came to 10, from 10 again we came to 5 based on the physical characteristics of the criminal which is written in that criminal profile. Then we have to do the investigation on the 5 whom we feel that they are suitable for the suitable to commit that crime. So this investigation part begins after the criminal profile. Then we seek and evaluate suspects that match the profile. I said that we may have 5 suspects in our hand, then 5 profiles. I mean 1 profile and 5 suspects. Then we have to see that which suspect suits this individual profile. Then we apprehend them. That means we arrest them. Then we interview them. Then interview the witness and the family of the victims. Then we interrogate the suspect, and then finally we submit the report to court. So this apprehend, interview, interrogation and arrest comes in 6th stage of the criminal profiling, that is apprehension. So basically criminal profiling is nothing but a profile which helps the investigator to reduce the number of suspects from hundreds to 5 or 2 or 1. And the main use of this is like, for example, we have a criminal called as A. Then in future, as I said, modus operandi will be same for the particular criminal in his future crimes also. For example, after 2 years, a murder is happened in the same modus operandi. Then we can check the history of criminal profilings, or we can check the old criminal profiles, and easily we can frame out the criminal that when the modus operandi and signature matches, then we can come to that person. Again, we have to do the investigation in future. Again, we have to apprehend the person. That's it. Thank you.